Tonight on the news, President Tinubu swears in Federal Civil Service Commission chairman and others. Has Controller Lagos State of Nigeria Immigration Service charges youth to nation's patriotism. Plus, latest in the entertainment world. Hello, and you are welcome to NT Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. The news. The newly appointed chairman and members of the Federal Civil Service Commission, FCFC, have been sworn in. President Bola Tinubu performed the ceremony before commencement of the Federal Executive Council meetings slated for this Wednesday. Our correspondent, Musba Danwahab, reports.
The new leadership of the Federal Civil Service Commission, FCSC, appointed late October, have passed the test and have been duly confirmed by the Senate. Tunji Olaokwa from Oyo State, a retired Federal Permanent Secretary and Professor of Public Administration, who will serve as the chairman of the FCSC, and the other 11 members of the commission took oath of office before President Bola Tinubu. The president, in an earlier statement by his advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, charged the new FCSC leadership to competently facilitate the transformation, reorientation, and digitization of a federal bureaucracy to enable growth and enhanced private sector participation in the development of the Nigerian economy in full adherence to the renewed hope agenda of his administration.
We need to beef up the capability readiness. We need to modernize by deploying technology. We need to reinstitute professionalism and competency-based human resource management. We need to move the civil service to a position where it could help government to deliver on its agenda.
President Tinubu also swore in Musa Adamu Aliyu as the new chairman for the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC. Aliyu, who holds doctorate degree in law, was appointed the Attorney General of Jigawa State in 2019 and was named as Senior Advocate of Nigeria designate in October 2023. The president had implored the new management team of the ICPC to always be above board as they discharge their duties without fear or favor concerning all matters before them.
I have taken out of office, I will abide by the oath of office, and I will discharge my duties in accordance with the ICPC Act to support the Renew Hope agenda of Mr. President. I want to assure Nigerians and Mr. President that I will lead by example. And I will also live above board, and I will abide by my oath of office.
The tenure of office for the chairman is 5 years in the first instance. From the State House, Musbah Danwahab, NT News.
The Controller Lagos State Command of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Bala Dankana, has charged Nigerians, especially youth, to stay back and develop Nigeria as there is better days ahead for the country. This was during an awareness campaign. Joy Ken Agbakoya reports.
Japa, a Yoruba term meaning to live for greener pastures, has been a common phenomenon in Nigeria in recent times. The trend has increasingly led to many Nigerians traveling without proper documentation, often resulting in smuggling or human trafficking. To this end, the Lagos State Command of the Nigerian Immigration Service took to the streets of Lagos to raise awareness about the menace and to commemorate the Anti-Smuggling of Migrants Week. Comptroller Immigration Lagos State Command, Bala Dangana, highlighted the importance of utilizing the right platforms to carry out travel processes, noting that his command will continue to work to curb activities of smugglers.
Nigeria shouldn't think Nigeria is bad. Nigeria is as good as any other country. The difference is that even in other Western countries, they still have their own economic and social shortcomings. So if you must travel out of Nigeria, you must travel with your full mind. You must know where you are going and what are the likely consequences of anything that happens to you. In Lagos Command here, we have rescued a lot of migrants, non-Nigerians who have come into the country, who were lured into the country with the pretext of coming to get a job. And by the time they come here, they found out that there was no job for that. They were allowed to say if they come to Nigeria, they will be paid a salary of $1,000.
The Lagos State Immigration Boss and his team also visited the Ikoyi and Ikeja passport offices to educate passport applicants. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakoya, NTA News.
The House of Representatives has commended the Nigerian Television Authority for persistently protecting national interests and upholding national actors and values in the face of dynamic trends, including threat of misinformation in the media space. This was when the Director General of NTA Lagos, Saliu Abu-Hamid Dembos, joined other heads of agency in the Ministry of Information and National Orientation to defend their 2024 budget proposal before the House Committee on Information, National Orientation, Ethics and Values.
Some of those issues you have raised, most especially on the issue of free coverage. The committee is going to take that up with the minister. So, because each and every agencies are having budget for such line items.
We are so passionate about the LTA and the committee at our own level. We are ready to collaborate with you and make sure that the NTA become the pride of the nation.
For us is to service you, especially the three arms of government, that is the executive, the legislative, and of course the judiciary, and by and large Nigerians. And to do that, we cannot be blindfolded about money, but national interests must have to be addressed first before all other interests. As it is today, Nigerian Television Authority is partially commercialized. We are not fully commercialized. And that is the more reason why we must have to be careful with the way and manner we go about looking for money.
We can help NTA to get their COVID fund, intervention fund, because a lot of agencies benefited from COVID. So as with what you said, the information, the sensitization you give to all Nigeria then is a lot. And it impacts down to the root at that particular time.
Meanwhile, the committee has adjourned the budget defense of the Ministry of Information and National Orientation to Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Strategic communication is not a luxury but a necessity that is expected of the Nigeria Police Force to improve on its perception management and rebranding. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, in a message at the annual Police Public Relations Officers Conference in Uyo, said, enhanced strategic communication empowers law enforcement agencies to forge meaningful connections with the communities they protect. The minister urged the police authority to increase engagement through town hall meetings, community forums, and other interactive platforms to ensure that the voices of the people are heard and their perspectives are considered in the decision-making process. The NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises today was a berth of activities as children, teachers, schools, and family from from various parts of the metropolis turned out for this year's Xmas Fun Fair party organized by the management and staff of the station. The event, which paraded lots of entertainment, also saw the children receiving gifts. Anuluwako Uluwatoki has the details.
It's few days to Christmas, and as expected, everyone, old and young, male and female, already in the mood. Christmas is a season of love, sacrifice, and fun. It is in order to ensure that every child has the best of the season that NC Lagos Channel 10 has put together its annual Christmas Fun Fair Party. This year's edition is colored with presentations, exhibitions, dances, and competitions, amongst others.
The activities is how it unites everyone.
Thank you, NTA, for this Christmas activity. Like, it has brought joy unto us.
It feels very good and I love it. I say thank you and I wish them Merry Christmas.
Adults who were not left out commended NC Channel 10 for organizing the best and most pocket-friendly fun fair in town.
Yeah, it's interesting, it's exciting. At least the performance of the children, it was okay. It even surpasses our expectations. And some of the things we saw here, it makes us want to come here more. Yeah, I would like other schools to at least participate in the NTA Christmas Fun Fair because it's fun, it's exciting, and it's entertaining.
The NC Channel 10 Fun Fair Party is a 3-day event started Monday 11th through till Wednesday 13 December 2023 in Lagos. Anuluwako Oluwatoki, NTA News.
And more of the news to come as we go on a short break. Please stay with us.
Golden season, golden time to win. The rules are simple. Place bets on any sports event. Get promotional ticket. Take part in prize draws. It's golden season, golden time to win. Use the promo code to get your welcome bonus.
Join Helen Paul and Frank Donga as they explore the hills and valleys of Nigeria's vast fertile fields.
Why is rice expensive?
It is labor intensive.
And discovering future harvest heroes in Nigeria's premier inter-school agricultural quiz competition.
Which of the following is an example of a beverage crop?
Coffee. Correct.
Catch new episodes on NTA Network every Saturday at 5 p.m. starting 25th November 2023.
This is Farm and Fortune.
Take off into a world of casino games and find your new favorites. Play a few rounds of roulette and see if Lady Luck's on your side. Land those winning combinations in slots and take a hefty bite out of that jackpots. Discover much more games on the 1xBets, where fortune awaits.
Guys, what we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yes! The search starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
Welcome back, and if you are just joining us, you are watching NT Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. The Nigerian Bar Association is committed to investing more resources to ensuring effective public interest litigations to protect the rights of the common man. Chairman of the Lagos branch of the association stated this on the eve of the Human Rights Day celebration in Lagos. Wambufuwe has the details.
2023 International Human Rights Day with the theme Dignity, Freedom and Justice for All is set aside to create awareness and intensify human rights struggle. The chairman, Nigeria Bar Association Lagos branch Olabisi Makonjola, and Human Rights Committee of the branch Ifoma Jimo decry the rate of human rights abuses, adding that the association has put measures in place to protect the rights of the citizenry.
So at the Lagos branch of the NBA, we have the Human Rights Committee, and what the Human Rights Committee does is that from time to time, they go to prisons, they take up pro bono cases, and we help to, protect the interest of members whose rights have been infringed one way or the other.
It is our core responsibility to ensure that, irrespective of someone's color, race, political affiliation, or whatever, that is attributable to them, that they are not denied that access to justice, that they enjoy the provisions of the Constitution as far as freedom is concerned.
Our existence as human beings is governed by code of conduct, code of etiquette that have been embodied into laws, and some of them contain provision for human rights, like the right to life. Nobody can just come and kill you.
Stakeholders and experts drew attention to challenges facing effective administration of criminal justice in Nigeria.
Each and every one of the law enforcement agencies are responsible for the institution of justice and equity. The police determines who is arrested and who is prosecuted. So does all the other quasi-law enforcement agencies, the NDLEA, for instance, the ICPC, the EFCC. Right from the point of deciding who is to be prosecuted, justice or injustice is already been determined or perpetrated.
The 75th year Human Rights Anniversary featured awards to some individuals for their outstanding contributions to the fight for human rights. In Lagos, Wabufonwoye.
And to the foreign news tonight, let's join our correspondent who is standing by to give us an update.
Number of people killed in Israeli attacks on Gaza since October 7 rises to 18,608. A total of 196 people killed and 499 wounded arrived at hospitals during the past 25 hours, while a large number of victims are still under the rubble of destroyed buildings, according to the ministry. Moving on, Argentina's government has announced it will slash the value of its currency, the peso, by more than 50% against the US dollar as its new far-right president seeks radical solutions to fix the country's worst economic crisis in decades. Economy Minister Louis Caputo announced the raft of other austerity measures, including sweeping subsidy zero, the cancellation of tenders for public works projects, and plans to axe 9 government ministries. However, the government plans to double social spending for the poorest to help them absorb the economic shock. That's all on Foreign News. I am Unity John Ehime.
Our entertainment correspondent for tonight, that is Omobolaji Awolaru, is standing by to give us an update on entertainment news.
Popular South African Afropop star Bulela Kutukanan, popularly known as Zahara, has passed away at the age of 36 on Monday night in Johannesburg Hospital. The Lollywood hitmaker's death was announced on Tuesday in a post shared on her Instagram page by her family. Many shared their condolences via social media. The South African Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Zizi Kodwa, in a post on his official X, wrote, "I am very saddened by the passing of Zahara. My deepest condolences to the Kutukano family and the South African music industry. Zahara and her guitar made an incredible and lasting impact in South African music." Moving on, famous Nigerian singer Davido is the most followed Nigerian on social media. The unavailable crooner has a total of 56.1 million followers across different social media platforms. His name came first at the top of the list released on Tuesday by entertainment statistics company Top Chart Africa. The list was based on followers across 4 major social media platforms: Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, Facebook and TikTok. That's all on entertainment news. I am Omobolaji Awolaru.
And to the trending stories on sports, let's join our sports desk for the latest in the world of sport.
As the 2023 National Para Games in Abuja draws to a close on Thursday, Timothy Bakara of Edo State, Liberty Bright from Bauchi, and Samson Okpara from Bayelsa State have written their names in the medal tables in 70 kg Taekwondo men category at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, venue of the Games, after an impressive outing.
It's God that is the motivation, and God alone. I cannot do it on my own, but God help me.
God and Bayelsa or Bayelsa State, man. My love and my allegiance, and wow, Bayelsa, you're too much.
In the meantime, Federal High Court judges on Tuesday in Abuja emerged champions of 6-a-side novelty football match after defeating Abuja branch of NBA 2-1. The novelty football match witnessed a ceremonial kickoff by the Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, alongside the Chief Judge of Federal Capital Territory, John Soho, was organized in celebration of the 50th Golden Jubilee anniversary of the Federal High Court. The novelty match witnessed a ceremonial kickoff by the Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, alongside the Chief Judge of Federal Capital High Court, John Toho, was organized in celebration of the 50th Golden Jubilee anniversary of the Federal High Court.
It impacts positively on their physical fitness. You know, exercise is good and it's emphasized and recommended for everybody.
Meanwhile, Manchester United are out of Europe after suffering a 1-0 home defeat to Bayern Munich for the second time this season in Group A of the UEFA Champions League campaign. Copenhagen's 1-0 win against Galatasaray meant that the under-pressure Erik ten Hag team finished at the bottom of the table. Wednesday's fixtures will see Paris Saint-Germain needing a win against Borussia Dortmund to seal a place in the round of 16. At St. James's Park, Newcastle and AC Milan will be keeping a close watch on the Paris scorelines as both teams need to win regardless to pick a round of 16 tickets. With sports updates and Austin Edemodu, NTA News.
And that's it on English news segments tonight. Bamdele Jeremy is standing by for the translation of the news in Ogo. Once again, thanks for joining us. Hi, I'm Uluwabukola Akwande. A very good evening to you.
mechela mi kudo hojayi mo kudo asan egbe tan e well ni so ni ho awoto de ti toju osho eni mi tan yewe nu ba mi dele ni lode to gi gome o di vie we meyin otogbogan o di alodin na lo yi osen lodo meyin asinpo tona to kodo menayin menawa san pe ipule do gbon me tito eran vanu kundo gbon me na wazon na asan pe de yin otogbogan si asan pe leton lewe ye ro mo weyin ndoye do ti to din to gbogan Bola Tinubu we do yo lole do ote o moro ye mo afo do te na do moro mlo ye mesura be asan ye ton to wenu e ba inu e we po ro be otito de na do sin ayi podo lizo so wa to le po do ko do gbonu kan yi na otolo e weyin do ni chato mi ton musbau e no ten lo me do se oholo do ye wa mo we podo be o ye ton de na do to asangagbe egbetanji na do mo mlo asun yiwa ena inu kan na to file po o meyin nu kan to na otito leyin to gbotan de na mo kunje tintan kodo gigopo betole tan lo bi oto me leyin nu kan to e tan to awon yi gbaji weyin medoho be yedo bala dangana we de pedin do na meyin jojale do yeri gbo so gba fo na tito e ro bi ogbigbo mi aya do han son oto ye tan me do e bi o to le fu me do jegbe do ye ni dike bo pakona do dagbe tin to nu kan na oto mi tan lo mo je so do ko ene to wenu eye be afo na do zinzonin do i do ho na yo me no fide ye no ja hun le do odo fide so yan himele ko to awon yi gbaji na do na asan a do ki agbeto ye do ye ma dike na ye no be gbeto le son to le me do je to le me blo e ne we nu e ye zero te to o se me na do na gbeto le do ye ni madike na ye ni be mere son file de ogbo we be kon do to le fun blo ido ohodi do alo leje indo eme we yin nu e ni nu dagbe o so inu e do na mo do mlo e mu afo do te to cheche me na gbeto le ido ko ire na pono le to owe nu e ye na ito a isin do e ne wa dike bo yi na mo te do afo yoyo bo na gbo to ko na pono sin o tito bo yi na so do o jireme jagbe to gbeto le sin cheche me in li zo wa to hodi do ton bodo we so no mo kunje nu e yin otutin ire Muhammad Idris we do ko ne to po nu e ye si ayin o ko lu po ton de pono le sin bodo me no degbe bono do ho ye ton le to nu ko mo ja le sin to uyo edo ira mo lo ye gbogbo alo na go na ye na do mo lo ye na mo do bro o send it to asina ye na ye o send ye na do but e aso in way na yo me o ye to o okuno za to ye jile bi me ale don e ton magun ejile ye mo te no mo kunje nwe wa itele me edo ko ine to we no e to ko do na ye do mo ye me bi ni dike bo do ke bo yiro mele to otoji mo ja yin so yiro e to gbeta bo do ko na ye aro dike bo mele bi na mo kunje nwe wa ite lo me edo na pono le bi e ni dike bo yalo bo do apke alo bo yi nu eyin otogbo sin otito de zero te na do mlo dagbe na yin mele bi ton o mechele e ma gan le to egbe ya so pe to asan le fogbe esun to fun